Hi, I'm Dr. Hargroder, and I'm here today with Rowdy. And Rowdy just came into the office to visit for a little while, and I grabbed him and said, "Let's take a seat and visit just a little bit." So you're a little over 2 years out now, right?
Yeah, 2 years, 3 months, I think.
And how old are you, Rowdy? You're a young guy.
Just turned 29 2 weeks ago.
29. Now, you didn't have a lot of medical issues, right? I mean, you didn't have high blood pressure, diabetes. Why did you want to have the surgery? I mean, what was it that brought you to seek the mini-gastric bypass?
Well, growing up, I was always really big, and a lot of people, with a lot of people, it's really purely aesthetic. My mom had a gastric bypass. She had a Roux-en-Y years ago, and for her, it was because she didn't think she was attractive. She wanted to lose weight. For me, it was complete opposite. I mean, the aesthetic issue, the way I looked, wasn't near as bad as not being able to do anything. It was hard to tie my shoes. I mean, it was hard to. I work bird dogs all the time. We competitive bird dogs, and so you have to walk a lot. It was hard. I was in college when I had this the operation. I couldn't climb a flight of stairs. I mean, it's embarrassing. You're 29 years old. You have to take the elevator to the next floor up. So for me, that was the driving force. Also, when you weigh 450 pounds, it's hard to find a potential wife, and that was I want to have kids someday.
Sure. So now you're 2 years out. You've lost, right? The most you lost was about 100 and what? 130.
Well, I started out at 454.4 pounds, and I lost down to just almost 345.
Okay.
And I think it was 346.
And now you're running about 360.
368 is what I just weighed in at.
So you've lagged a little behind what we would have generally predicted, because we would have predicted our typical results around 250.
Yeah, we did that calculation before, and I was all excited, but it's not. I don't think it's the surgery's result. I mean, you stress before the surgery that it's not a fix-all, which a lot of people don't seem to understand. They expect they can have the surgery and do what they want. They're going to lose a ton of weight, which with me, I have not stuck to the regimen by any stretch of. I know you're shocked, right? I mean, yeah, first patient I'm sure that's ever not stick to the regimen. But my situation is I'm not in a typical situation. A lot of people come here and they seem, the people at least that had surgery same time I did, they were able to pay for it out of pocket. I had to finance it. I was in college. I don't make much money, but it's something where it was a matter of life and death. Maybe not imminent life and death, but I knew if I didn't have the surgery, I wasn't going to have any kind of life to speak of.
Right.
My life has improved immeasurably, but still yet, it's, I eat more than I should. I've eaten things I shouldn't eat. I mean, so I don't blame it on the surgery at all. And even though I haven't...
And you bring up a point. One of the things that we emphasize to our patients is it's human nature to sort of fall out of the routine. And while our restrictions aren't strict, in other words, we want people to go out and live a normal life, but I think that, rigorous follow-up at 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, 1 year, and every 6 months thereafter keeps friendly reminders going of, hey, you got to drop the sweets, you got to drop the potato chips, you got to stop the soda pop, those sort of things. But now you've had something else come up that might also explain a little bit of the lack of weight loss, and I don't know if you want to talk about it or can talk about it.
Yeah, I had I have a friend at work that was talking about testosterone levels, and so I went in to have it checked out, and one thing led to another. After several tests, they found out I have a tumor in my head, which some docs say it could be a brain tumor, other docs say it's not a brain tumor. You call it a skull tumor or something. I'm not sure, but I mean, it's on my pituitary gland, which is the control center for all the hormones in your body. Testosterone regulates your muscle development, right? How much fat and all this other stuff. Yeah. So, I mean, that is a negative effect. So that could be one reason why I'm not gaining muscle and I'm keeping on too much fat. There's several other things. Also, from what I understand, is that one thing with this tumor is something called hypothalamic obesity, where you can eat until you're gorged, until you're about to pop, but there's no chemical signal being sent to your brain saying you're full, you need to stop.
Right.
And so,
so even the surgery maybe had some effect, but a limited effect because this was overpowering
right.
it.
I eat too often, I eat too much, but whereas before I eat too much, it was I could eat 6 plates of food. Now I eat too much, it's a plate and a half of food.
Well, listen, I know that you are facing surgery coming up pretty soon. I know that's a pretty big thing. I want you to know that I and the audience that might be watching this are gonna have you in our prayers. And, you know, thank goodness you're having surgery done at 360 as opposed to 450. It's,
Yeah.
it will make the surgery safer.
Yeah.
And I wish you all the luck, man.
Thanks a lot, Doc.
All right.